This is Tanya, Noor's mom. So today I'm going to be speaking about how to take care of your baby or toddler during the monsoon or rainy season. So we all know that the rainy season is a very confusing season. When it rains, the temperature becomes very cool and pleasant. But just before it has rained and after a few hours of the rain, it becomes so hot and humid and sticky that the heat becomes unbearable. And this confusion actually confuses our body as well. So, the rainy season, due to this kind of a varying temperature, leads to various water and airborne diseases like your common cold, cough, viral fever, then malaria, chikungunya, gastroenteritis, loose motions or diarrheas, and even jaundice. So, this particular season, the monsoon season, is very crucial for our little babies and toddlers. Why? Because all these infections that I just spoke about mostly affect a baby's or a person's immunity, and our babies and our toddlers, their immunity is still developing. It is very immature and it is very easy to attack. Hence, it is very important that we take great care of our baby during this season so that they remain healthy, happy, and disease free. So first, let's start with the basic hygiene tips. So like I just said, that rainy season is a very hot and humid kind of a season. So this humidity creates moisture, a lot of moisture. That means a lot of water in the air, and because of that, a lot of bacteria tends to grow on it, which can further lead to infections and rashes. So the number one tip is to keep your baby or your toddler clean and dry. So you should at least bathe your baby once in a day, definitely in this season. And if it's very hot also, you can even increase that to 2 times. Give your baby a warm water bath just to avoid any temperature changes. Second, after you bathe your baby, you get him, towel dry him properly, especially in all those folds. Babies have folds on their arms and legs, even in their armpits and diaper area. Towel them very nicely and then let your baby air dry, so that even the tiniest bit of moisture can go away and can be dried off. Then regarding oil massages, you definitely can give an oil massage. Use coconut oil because that is antibacterial. But don't let that oil stay on the baby's body for a very long time. Immediately after an oil massage, give your baby a bath. Otherwise, the chances of rashes can increase during this particular season. Next, baby's diaper area is very vulnerable to these rashes, especially in this area, because moisture once again can be trapped inside. So very important that you change your baby's diapers regularly, like every 2 hours, and you're giving at least 2 to 3 hours of diaper free time in a day to your baby. So all of these tips help keep your baby absolutely clean and dry. The next tip, we all know mosquitoes are everywhere during the rainy season, and we really need to protect our babies from mosquitoes. I already have a detailed IGTV on mosquitoes. You can go and have a look at it. But next is that you must keep your baby hydrated. So if your baby is less than 6 months old, you must regularly and frequently breastfeed or formula feed your baby, because that's the only way they are getting any hydration. And if your baby is greater than 6 months, apart from the breastfeed or formula feed, ensure your baby is having enough water for his recommended age. And you can also try squeezing a lemon in that water, because it helps in hydration. And also during the rainy season, ensure that the water that you're giving your baby is boiled water. So you might be giving RO water otherwise, but give boiled water during this particular season. Now, the next point to keep in mind is appropriate clothing. So like I said, rainy season is a confusing season. It's cold sometimes, it's hot sometimes. So we do get confused on how to dress our baby. So number one, light colored clothes. Why? Because light colored clothes don't attract mosquitoes as compared to dark colored clothes. Then they should be made of cotton and they should be light and loose. They should be loose so that air can pass through and there is no chance of any kind of water or moisture being deposited anywhere. If you go out, please make your baby wear full kind of clothing to cover their legs and arms, because these mosquito bites and even insects are very common in monsoons. They can be very disturbing for the baby, all the itching and everything. So in order to avoid that, it's better to dress them up a little more on a covered way, rather than getting to all of these infections and the baby being disturbed because of it. So they should just be loose and covered and not very skin hugging or very tight. Next, room temperature. So room temperature is very key to maintain in this season, because due to the constant changes in temperature, babies catch cold and fever very easily. So some basic rules that you can use are that if you are switching on the air conditioner at home, maintain a temperature between 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. Then whenever you are you're sitting in an AC room and you've got to change the room, or you're going to go outside, then 10 minutes before changing the room, switch off the AC so that the temperature of the room become normal and equal to what is there outside. Then whenever you go outside and you're coming back in home, so outside is very hot, and what we usually do is the moment we come, we say our baby is feeling very hot and put him under a fan or switch on the AC immediately. No, don't do that. Put him in a fan room, but don't put him directly under it or in front of a cooler, and give it 10 minutes for the baby to adjust to the temperature at home and then switch on the AC. Next is about some basic hygiene tips. So you must be mopping your house floor at least once a day, if not twice, and you can also add like a cap of Dettol in it. Then you must wash your own hands with a disinfectant, preferably Dettol, Lifebuoy kinds, every time you're handling, say, baby food, baby bottles, baby clothes, you're applying, changing the baby's diaper, just to avoid any infections. Also, if your baby is at the age where he's moving about, crawling, or if he's a toddler, ensure you're washing his or her hands every time before and after meals, or whenever you think they're getting very dirty. And also don't forget to trim your baby's nails, because nails they tend to deposit dirt, and this dirt can lead to infections. And lastly, for those who are bottle feeding their babies, it is very common for fungus or mold to develop in your sterilizer or your baby bottles, because that moisture is left after sterilization also. So ensure you're not keeping those sterilized bottles for a very long period of time. Sterilize them right before you're using them. Clean your sterilizer, dry it, so that there is no chance of infection that can harm your baby. Lastly, now we come to food. First, let's start with what foods you should avoid during the rainy season. So you should avoid foods like mangoes and watermelons and melon. Avoid cold foods like no popsicles, no cold water, and no juices. Avoid that. Plain boiled room temperature or warm water with a squeeze of lemon is really great, and stick to that. Then avoid green leafy vegetables. Why? Because once again they are not considered to be seasonal for this particular season, and they are very susceptible to insects and kind of bacteria growing on them. So avoid things like cauliflower and spinach and cabbage. Also avoid giving your little one fried food or very oily food, because in this season it becomes difficult to digest, because this season the climate slows down our metabolism, so it can make them uncomfortable. So also avoid giving them any raw vegetables, and for fruits, please don't cut them beforehand and give it to your baby. Please cut them immediately when you need to serve it to your baby. Please serve fresh food to your baby or your toddler, freshly home cooked food that you've just made, especially in the rainy season. Avoid storing food for later use. Even 1 day storage can lead to that bacteria formation. Which now, what are the foods that we need to include in our babies or our toddlers diet? So like I said, rainy season, the infection affects the immunity, so we've got to eat those foods that increase our immunity. So we've got to eat foods that are rich in vitamin A, C, E, zinc, because all of them help in increasing our body's immunity. So regarding fruits and vegetables, you should have seasonal fruits and vegetables, because those particular fruits and vegetables that are available in this season have been by nature's way made in the sense that they are very very good for the body and help in increasing the immunity and also ease the digestion. So for fruits, jamun and cherries, lychees, your apricot, peaches, and even your plums, they are in season and they are loaded with antioxidants, help in increasing the immunity. Then apart from these fruits, the regular fruits like papaya and banana, pear, pomegranate, they are very very rich in all these vitamin C and A, which increase immunity, and they are loaded with antioxidants. So regarding vegetables, once again stick to seasonal ones. Don't go for green leafy vegetables. The ones in season, especially corn, beetroot, and stuff like pumpkin, which is rich in beta carotene, vitamin A, vitamin C. So all of these help in increasing your immunity and help you ward off or fight any kind of illnesses. Next we come to spices. So spices such as garlic and ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper. These 5 spices are absolutely safe for your baby and your toddler, and they have magical properties. They help in boosting your immunity. They are antiviral, they are antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and they are also full of antioxidants. Then we have methi dana water. So methi dana is fenugreek seeds. So take 1 spoon, soak them overnight in water, and in the morning strain that water and add it to your baby's water if your baby is greater than 6 months old. So it is very very good for fighting off infections. Next, you must include protein in your baby's diet, because protein not only helps in growth and repair and muscle development, but it is very very rich in zinc, and zinc is the primary source of building white blood cells in our body, which actually helps in fighting infections. So in protein, you should include eggs in your baby's diet, dals and your rajma, chola, lobia, all of these. Then include nuts in your baby's diet. All kinds of nuts are very very important. Have your almonds, peanuts, walnuts, pistachios. All of them promote so much good health in babies, not just for overall health, but they are full of antioxidants and protects your babies from diseases and helps in increasing the immunity. Especially cashew nuts, because they are a very very rich source of zinc. Then you can include lean meats in your baby's diet like chicken and fish, because once again they are very very good source of zinc and helps in fighting off any infections. Lastly, one food that is debated a lot about is curd, whether you should be giving curd in the monsoon season or not. Yes, it is absolutely safe to give curd to your baby. If the curd is at room temperature, it is not cold, because actually curd has probiotic enzymes, which once again helps in increasing your baby's gut immunity. So if your baby does not have any illness, does not have any cold or cough or any fever, then it is absolutely safe to give curd, because it is actually helping in increasing that immunity. So don't worry about curd at all. And this was all about monsoon care tips for your babies and toddlers. Hope this video was helpful. Bye bye.